inside. Thursday night, how's it going? Alright, strip back, good crack, multi-trade podcast. Share the knowledge you know, help to make our sector grow. Everybody's learning from experts and the journeyman.
Insight, the Strip Back podcast, is sponsored by Robust Lighting, the world's leading LED lighting company.
And Season 7 is also brought to you in association with Snickers Workwear Ireland and Velocity Pro Gear.
What is the story, everyone? Happy Thursday.
What's happening?
It's been a while since myself and yourself, Key, have had a chance to get talking, and we've been enjoying the break.
Yeah, no, 100%. Fucking been grand, but like we always do, we always fill it with something else, and don't really relax anyway. But yeah, looking forward to season 9 starting back up.
Season 8 actually.
Season 8,
we're moving ahead of us now. We've got the Dublin skyline in the background here.
Yeah, no, lovely. We're just on the job. Shout out to House to Home, company that I'm working with. Just parked up outside one of their jobs. Nice location as well.
Sutton here in Dublin. I spent a lot of my apprenticeship up here. I must have spent about 3 years of my apprenticeship working on these houses up here, and they're big jobs. For a domestic job, they're a big job, you know.
Yeah, you had a little sneak peek into our job there. It's not not for the faint-hearted anyway.
No. So look, the reason why we're jumping on this live is we said we'd do van chats. We're outside the van now. The aesthetics of the views is just too good to not take in, but we just wanted to jump on and just say a massive thank you to everybody within the trade community who has got involved with the awards, who have nominated their peers in all categories. It's great to be able to see the interest in it. It's something that we had hoped would get a bit of traction maybe over the first couple of years, but to see it happening so quick and so fast, it's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's deadly, because one thing we noticed from our travels with the podcast over to England and, you know, to the different people, and actually been talking to the different contractors over there as well. It's these types of things are run as a normal occurrence every year, where the trade, you know, people in the trade are being recognised and award ceremonies, and even to the companies getting and backing these things. It's really big in the UK, and it was just something that we had in the pipeline for a while that we were going to try and roll out. And seeing as we were on the break, we just said there was no better time to get it going. And as you said there, it's like it's been accepted with open arms, and like we've been inundated with not only the votes but the companies and, you know, organisations trying to support and get behind it.
Yeah, and look, like I said, a massive shout out to the community, and that's the tradies themselves, which is the plumbers and the HVAC and the carpenters and the electricians and all the other craftspeople that are out there. But there's also something that we don't take for granted is the brand support that's come in. It came in back in January 2024. We had a lot of interest in the podcast when we first got up and running, and we had brands reach out to us and send us, you know, hats and t-shirts and screwdrivers and giveaways, and those type of brands have been watching from afar over the last year or so and sort of seeing the progress that we've made, and to be able to now involve them into something that we're trying to do to maybe make the community a little bit smaller and a bit more recognised, where, you know, electricians and plumbers and HVAC can all sort of link in with each other. And hopefully, if the awards go well this year, our plan would be to grow it even bigger than every year, and then maybe eventually get like an in-person event going.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's what you were saying about the companies and the brands and stuff like that. That's for us, having them involved, and, you know, maybe throwing a giveaway here or there, or a prize for, like, you know, the prizes for the trade awards and stuff like that. It's only to incentivise people to come in and be part of this community that we're starting to, you know, really start to grow, like, you know what I mean? So that's where the trade or the brands and the organisations come into it for us. Like we're not asking for, you know, sponsors for the podcast or anything like that. It's just to be noticed and recognised by all the brands, and, you know, try and bring everyone together, like.
Yeah, so what we're doing is obviously we've got the nominations open.
Yeah.
It's through the link in the bio page, and what we're doing then is getting people to try and get a bit of an idea of who people are watching, who people are enjoying their content from. If it's, you know, people putting up, you know, how to do videos, or if it's people putting up, you know, self-help videos or mental health videos or whatever it is, whatever's triggering with people within the industry, we want to know and give those people a bit of recognition, because we know from doing the podcast the time and effort that goes into all that type of stuff. So to have people out there putting time and effort into their Instagram pages, their TikTok pages, and, you know, they do it selflessly. Like, they might get the odd like brand ambassadorship here and there, like, but it doesn't really account for the time away from the families, or, you know, just sitting in the van and doing a bit of editing and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like what we spoke about during the week is, like, we're not stupid enough to think that, you know, like, the best plumber in the country is someone that's active online. It's probably going to be someone in the shadows, if you want to call it that. But what this does is gives an opportunity to the maybe lads within the company that know a senior member of staff that they think is the best electrician or plumber in the country.
Yeah.
But maybe they mightn't be prevalent on social media. So maybe the young apprentices can put their names forward. And we have seen a lot of that where one man in a company would get a lot of votes from, you know, lads working underneath him. And like, that's not to say there's definitely no, you know, runaway winners here at this present time. Yeah. So what we really need to do now is for anyone that is thinking of voting, to get on and vote, because, as we were saying, there's no front runners at the moment. So
no, look, the voting is coming in, and it is, you know, expansive in regards to the names coming in, and it's opening us up to then go and look to see who these people are as well, because there's a lot of people being nominated where we might have not even found their accounts yet. Yeah. And that's what you're talking about there. Yeah. It's the possibility of those nominated being shortlisted, then being promoted through our platform, and giving other people maybe the opportunity then to go and find out who they are and seeing what type of content they're putting out. So it's really exciting, and because there's so many awards coming in, there's going to be a short list, like we said, to 3 to 4 people, depending on the amount of votes that come in per category. So we'll shortlist it down, and then there'll be an overall winner who will be voted for by the peers again. So the voting will open back up for a week after the nominations close, and there'll be a multiple choice option on the bio link to pick the overall winner. And the secondary votes then within that category, then whoever gets the highest amount of secondary votes will then get a runner-up award as well. So in every category, pretty much, there's going to be an overall winner and a runner-up, which the brands like LED Group, so you've got Robus, ATC and Fusebox Ireland, they're covering a lot of the winning categories in that. You've got Snickers Workwear Ireland, you've got Solid Gear Footwear, you've got, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, you've got Energize Electrical as well covering one.
Yup. And then you have Richie Doyle, Royal Kitchens as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
N2 Electrical as well, over in Ashburn.
Remy Tools
is on board. So there's a lot of interest, and there's a lot of inquiries from other companies as well. But we're nearly full, I think, at this moment in time. But
we had
again,
Stalmore jump on yesterday.
Stalmore as well, like, which is a massive brand. But like what we talked about during the week was the vision for this going forward is like we're maybe trying to start slow, which didn't happen because all the interest we've gotten it. But maybe with a view to next year, and maybe trying to book out a room and get all candidates into a room for maybe a night out and a bit of a, I don't know, bit of a kind of an awards ceremony in a particular venue. Sit
down, have a glass of wine, a beer, a Guinness or a bottle of water or whatever it is, and it's just sitting down and being able to link in with your peers, and, you know, at the end of the year, celebrate what the trade industry is doing within Ireland, and, you know, the unsung heroes that are out there, and, you know, the backbone of the industry. So I think if that does become the goal in 2026 or 2027, I think we'll be all the best for it. So look, myself and Keith just want to thank everybody that's got involved already. And for anybody who's going to get involved over the next week or so before the voting closes, we thank you for that. We thank 100%. You for sharing, and we thank you for promoting not just the trade industry, but the people within it.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah,
Back to work.
Back to work.
Yeah.
You go on and do a bit, will you? So
Yeah.
I can get back into sight.
Catch us again. Take it
Thanks
easy.
very much.